Hello everyone, Dr. Casen coming to you from the Drugless Doctors with Anna, and we're celebrating you today because Anna just graduated from her advanced gut healing program with us. And let me give you a little background on that. And I know we'll talk about that, Anna, but Anna did our food sensitivity evaluation, and from that we gathered a lot of information based on things we wanted to work on. And we have a variety of different things that we do in our office, but the advanced healing program, it's over 135 days of natural healing, and there's some tweaks you made through the phases, I would say. And the program actually lasted a little longer than 135 days. So how many months have you been doing this for about?
Let's see, it's end of February now, and I started in October.
So it's been a journey. So what have you noticed, and why don't you share with everyone watching us here, is what made you want to do something about your digestion and about healing? Because a lot of people, I would say gut healing and gut health, that's probably the number one thing we see in our practice. And like 1 in 3 women currently right now are experiencing some type of digestive challenge, whether it is with constipation, diarrhea, bloating, even inflammation in your body right now, whether it is in your joints or you're working on weight loss. A lot of times that's really a gut challenge. So why don't you talk a little bit about like what made you want to do something about your digestion?
Well, I wanted to do something because nothing else was working. I don't remember a time in my life that I didn't have digestive challenges and headaches. As long as I can remember, even as young as first grade, maybe even kindergarten.
First grade and kindergarten?
Absolutely, yeah. I remember telling my teacher, oh, I need to leave because I have a headache. And ever since then, I've been having to miss work, miss life events for debilitating migraines, which included nausea, obviously headaches, neck pain, just ice pick headaches.
Really?
And I was absolutely dependent on rescue medication. Couldn't leave the house without it. If I saw that I was left without it, I'd have to go turn around, come back for it. It just felt like I was chained to medications.
Really? And then what would you do? Like all those years, you would just like lay in bed?
Suffer.
Because some of you right now, you're watching us and you're like, ooh, I am like that, or I've been experiencing that.
Yeah.
So you would just lay in bed, cancel plans, couldn't go to work.
Nope. There were times recently, 2 years ago, I was crawling to the bathroom to keep throwing up from a migraine.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds terrible.
I almost went to the ER.
Wow. So all these things are going on in your body. And we're like, okay, Anna, let's see if you have any food sensitivities. Yes. And you're like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Because up until now, what have you been doing to help with your headaches? Because it's been since kindergarten, first grade, which was just a little bit of time ago.
No. I thought I was eating healthfully, and ended up I was eating a lot of foods that I was sensitive to. I think things that are universally considered healthy. Generally, something like pastured eggs or, turmeric for anti-inflammatory purposes, and turns out that could have been a contributing factor.
And so you avoided those things, and then also we worked on that specific program with healing and with some different nutrients, which we can talk more about, with what that entailed when you're in the office if you're interested. But what have you noticed, like in the last months, about your body? So, like the headaches, what was that like before, and what have you noticed now?
For sure. I think the first thing I noticed was immediately I wasn't inflamed anymore. My hands, my fingers, and my wrists aren't tight. My knees and my hips and whatnot aren't tight. It was a feeling I got used to that I didn't even realize was not good.
Really?
But, yeah.
You don't know what you don't even know.
Right, for sure.
So wrist flexibility is better.
Yeah, I lost a lot of weight without really increasing exercise like immediately within a couple weeks.
And that's with no side effects.
Oh yeah.
So, and our main goal with working with you too is helping internally your body heal, which weight loss comes when you work on decreasing inflammation.
For sure.
So you said you've lost about 12 pounds. And then the headaches. Tell us more.
Yeah. Yeah, I went from, like I said, debilitating change to rescue medication to, I honestly don't really think about it too much anymore. It doesn't feel like Russian roulette every day when I wake up.
You can leave the house?
Yeah. I don't even know where my Excedrin is, to be honest. In the trash, maybe.
Oh my gosh, that's like, woo, I have goosebumps. Now, we're not telling you to throw your Excedrin in the trash. I just want to say that there's a time and a place for things, but our goal is to be as conservative as possible,
right,
to help your body heal. So would you say your energy's better? Mm-hmm. Have you been able to participate more in life?
Yeah, I haven't missed a single day of work, haven't canceled anything. Feeling pretty good.
Woohoo! So what would you say, if there's someone watching us at home and they're experiencing things, what would you share with them? Because maybe they've been through a lot, like you, like from kindergarten to first grade to years and years and years later. What would you share with them?
I would say consider things that you haven't considered before, and have a bit of an open mind, because if somebody had came up to me a couple years ago and said that, hey, pasture raised eggs, organic, from the farm down the street aren't making you feel good, I'd be like, meh, but yeah, just be open to it, stick to it, be consistent, because I can't imagine continuing to live life dependent on medications and crawling to the bathroom and canceling work. And
wow. So what was your last question? What was your plan? Like, I like, what was your plan? Like if you weren't to come and see us and to, it's just a blessing we were able to have these tools to help you in these programs. But what was the plan for you of like just taking the Excedrin and
honestly,
did you even have did you even think of like what that would look like, or you just knew you were going to do something different?
Honestly, before you guys, I didn't really have a plan. I probably would have ended up in the hands of pharmaceuticals, cascading potentially into other issues.
Right. But the good news is you found us.
Yes.
So when you're watching us at home, you're watching us in our office, think about creating a plan, and if you don't know what to do, contact us and we'll come up with a plan to help you. Maybe you've done everything and you think that there's nothing else to do. We want to make a difference in your life. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Bye.